Hello and welcome for a brand new playthrough. This is going to be almost a blind playthrough because I've only played this game a little bit. So we played through already on this channel Splinter Cell, the original game, and then Splinter Cell Pandora Tomorrow, and now here we are. We are finally ready for Chaos Theory, the third game. Considered by, I would say, the vast majority of people, if not everybody. Common consensus is that this is the best game in the Splinter Cell series. So I'm super excited to play it. And I've been looking forward to it while we've done the previous two games on the channel, and now here we are. It's finally time. I'm super excited to jump in. I've played through maybe just the first few missions many years ago on the PS3. I remember very little about it except for this first mission, which I've played through, I guess, quite a bit a couple months ago as I was daydreaming about actually first starting our Splinter Cell playthrough series. I was like, maybe I just wanted to tinker with this because we are on PC. We're running some mods to make sure that it's a good resolution and has proper controller support, because all these games on PC are kind of rough. So I think I've figured that stuff out already. We'll see if there are any glaring issues when we get into it. But yeah, here comes Chaos Theory, Splinter Cell 3. And I'm super excited. So the previous game, Pandora Tomorrow, was developed by Ubisoft Shanghai, who was effectively, at that time, they were like the B team on Splinter Cell. And so the original game was developed by Ubisoft Montreal, as was this one. So Montreal was working on this game through that gap where Pandora Tomorrow was able to be made and released. So we're gonna see what they cooked up for sure. There's a lot of new stuff, definitely, but we're just gonna try to get into it. I guess I'm gonna play on normal. I don't think I can handle anything but.
Looks like a Chinese Jiangwei-class cruiser with a North Korean destroyer escort.
Events in the Yellow Sea took a turn for the worse today when North Korean and Chinese forces blockaded and boarded a Japanese cargo ship. The North Korean government released no official statement, and their ambassador remained out of contact. While at the UN, Chinese Ambassador Long Dan urged the U.S. and her longtime Japanese allies to remain calm, calling the blockades a legitimate response to what the rest of Asia views as a possible remilitarization of Japan.
This blockade is an act of war. The NSC is working on a formal response, and they've ordered the USS Walsh to close at flank speed. The Walsh is the most advanced spy ship in history. My best man will be on board.
2007.
What do you know? Chinese and North Korean ships working together again.
It's what we expected.
That's a 056 prototype, Chinese.
Exactly.
How are your sea legs?
I haven't lost them.
Good. Because the 056 prototype isn't the only new fish in the pond.
Admiral Toshiro Otomo, head of Japan's newly formed Information Self-Defense Force, had this to say.
This is another distressing attempt by China and North Korea to further depress our faltering economy. The ISDF and Japan appeal to our allies for the military support promised us under the post-war constitution of 1946.
The fact remains that in the eyes of many in Asia, the ISDF itself is a violation of the post-war constitution, prohibiting Japan from maintaining a military force capable of striking beyond its borders. In Asia, the memories of Imperial Japan are still fresh.
I'm afraid I have no recollection of that, Senator.
That's right. It has been a while.
Nice condom you got here.
Well, thanks. I got a space set up for you in the forecastle. You can make yourself to home and, heck, no one will even know you're here.
Hey. Punta Blanco Lighthouse outside Talara, Peru. Bruce Morgenholt has been kidnapped by a Peruvian separatist group known as the People's Voice. Morgenholt's knowledge of dangerous computer algorithms must not fall into the hands of the People's Voice or their leader, Hugo Lacerda.
Fisher, an American engineer named Bruce Morgenholt, has been kidnapped by a Peruvian separatist group called the People's Voice. Their suspected leader, Hugo Lacerda, is a hardcore revolutionary preaching information warfare as the only realistic means to achieve revolution in modern society. We need you to get in there and recover or destroy any information Morgenholt may have been forced to divulge, and if possible, rescue him. As for Lacerda, he's just been bumped onto our target of opportunity list. So if you have a shot, take it.
Hostage rescue isn't normally our bag, but Morgenholt was part of Project Watson, the UN committee that studied Philip Mass's handiwork after Georgia. Some people are worried that this kidnapping is just a cover-up, and that Morgenholt is being interrogated for classified information about the Mass kernels. Fact is that some of the tricks Mass came up with could be used to do a lot of damage. We need to contain that information at all costs.
The target area is a lighthouse attached to an abandoned Spanish colonial-era fortification and some nearby structures. We don't have an exact location on Morgenholt, so you'll have to find him yourself. Insertion will be at night by Zodiac onto the beach beneath the fort. Thermal imaging shows that there are some old natural and semi-natural caves under the fort, so you may be able to use those for infiltration.
All right, Fisher. The helicopter will drop you a few kilometers offshore in the Zodiac. You'll have one of my Zodiacs and logistical support in and out of the target area. Extraction will be by helicopter from the top of the lighthouse.
Displace International holds the contract with Wright Pritchard Technologies to protect their VIPs in potentially hostile situations. We did a thorough threat evaluation for their project in Peru, and we accepted the VIP detail on Morgenholt. The guys who came after him knew what they were doing. This was not a tourist grab. I lost 3 good men in the snatch, and I'm currently preparing a rescue plan for approval from Morgenholt's family and Wright Pritchard. This is going to cost Displace a lot of money.
Right. There's our buddy Douglas Shetland from the previous game. Looks a little bit different. I think sounds a little bit different as well. We get to pick a loadout. Redding's recommendation has us like a certain amount of ammo, a certain amount of gadgets and things. I'm going to go with the stealth loadout. And my game is going to crash. That's awesome. I had to put the game in compatibility mode and change some things. It's an old game and it just doesn't want to work, but I think now we've got it. We'll see. His eyes are a little bit goofy, but other than that, I think we're good. I've got the stealth loadout, which determines kind of what I've got at my disposal here. Launcher or drift. I didn't even realize that was a thing. Alright. We are on... Are we on an island? I don't know, but here we are.
I'm hearing gunfire down there, Fisher. Everything all right?
It's coming from up ahead, but Lambert, when I think gorilla, I think Kalashnikov.
What do you mean?
I've had enough AKs fired at me in my time to tell you that wasn't one.
All right. See if there's anything unusual going on with their equipment, and keep us posted.
What is it? Some kind of cave, like... Oh! Look! There's some kind of old breach there. You know, I heard that smugglers used to use these old caves. Smugglers? See, they probably had all sorts of secret passages. Come on. Whoa! Careful! It's safe, don't worry. Where are you going? Careful! Maybe it's not safe. Don't be a fool. Old caves like these are dangerous. I'm not going any further. Fine, do what you like. Well, you still there? What's up?
Didn't anyone ever tell you that spelunking is dangerous?
Oh no! You're going to kill me, right?
Only if you say the word monkey. Now tell me something I want to know.
Ammunition and medical supplies. Check around inside the keep. They have tons of stuff in there.
Some of you guys are real helpful. Why do you have to work for the bad guys?
You're the American oppressor. You're the bad guy.
Are you gonna say monkey?
What? No!
Then this conversation is over.
Not a case.
So there's a lot that's different in this game. We've got, when we're going to get a guy, we've got two options. We've got a lethal and a non-lethal option. And so that guy's going back wherever he belongs. And actually, when I was very first trying to play this game back on the PS3, and I didn't get very far into it, it took me a while to realize that there was a non-lethal, but I thought we were just stabbing guys now. So for me here, left trigger will be non-lethal, and right trigger will be lethal.
I think you're right about the equipment, Sam.
Yeah? They got themselves a little stockpile of high-tech kit here.
Try and find out where they got it. See if those crates have SSCC barcodes on them and scan them with your EEV.
Who killed the lights? Hey, come on!
So we're gonna have a lot of fun. We've got an additional meter down at the bottom. just a little knockout. We've got an additional meter down at the bottom. You can see we've got our light, how well lit we are. That's in the 4 section bar as usual. But under that we've got a different meter, and that's the environmental audio. And me when it lights up in comparison with that. So the little box that's highlighted is how loud the environment already is. So Sam can move however he wants to, and as long as he is beneath or not going over that box, we pretty much are fine, and enemies won't hear us. So that's pretty neat. So we've got the secondary objective.
The SSCC code is lot 1 of 5. See if you can find the other 4.
I'll do my best.
Secondary objective here in this mission to scan these crates. So we'll be looking for those as we go. I've already played this mission kinda to death, trying to figure out the sort of the ins and outs of it.
I think I see something.
I didn't remember where that guy would be.
Who's there?
Oh, what's he doing? He just walking away, huh?
Nothing here. Looks like I'm being overcautious.
Maybe my bullet hit the wall behind that guy. Also, a great advancement that we haven't seen in action just yet is Sam can run into, and this is non-lethal, just trust me. Sam can run into a guard. You can run into a guard, and there's essentially a collision prevention thing that happens. So you can get right up on a guy, and it you can keep holding forward into somebody, but Sam will just stop moving, which is a big quality of life improvement. It keeps you from trying to get close enough to a guy and then accidentally running into him. And of course the character wouldn't actually do that, so it's very nice that you're not forced that way.
Don't you think he's had enough?
He's had enough when he can't talk.
Talking? Madre de Dios, he hasn't been able to speak for an hour.
He could be faking it.
Jesus!
See, I bet he's faking it.
Faking it? His tongue is a lump of coal. His brain is...
Enough! Saul, give him more. It's already at the maximum. What? Should I bring down another battery? What do you say, amigo? You want another battery? Wait a minute. His ears! Look! Smoke!
I think I'm going to be ill.
I think he's dead. Only one way to be sure. I'm going for a walk.
One thing that's extra is you see that door up there where I came in. Of course, it's still open. And this guy's about to notice that it's open.
It wasn't open earlier, was it?
Got him, no problem. And you're right, sir, I should close the door.
Stinks.
It doesn't sound too good down there, Fisher.
The sound isn't the problem. You should smell it.
You're sure he's dead?
Deader than Elvis.
All right. Leave the body. We still need to recover any traces of the interrogation. Grim will call you back.
What should we do to this guy? You just tortured our friend, so we'll make an exception.
I already don't like you. Don't make it worse for yourself.
Who are you?
Shut up. Why did you torture Morgan Holt?
Lacerda told us to.
Why? What does he want to know?
Math problems. Programmer stuff. I don't get it.
You're just the stupid one who likes to hurt people, huh?
Exactly.
Can you think of a reason why the world wouldn't be a better place without you?
Please.
I didn't think so.
That'll do it for him.
Fisher, I said leave the body. We don't have the means to extract him.
Just because he's dead doesn't mean I need to leave him here hanging like a piece of meat.
Don't get too connected, Fisher. I need you to stay rational.
You can spare 30 seconds for some simple dignity.
Alright. Let's blow.
Sam, it's Grim. We need to make sure that whatever Morgan Holt might have told them about Mass's algorithms never leaves this site.
Okay.
I detected a wireless link coming from the technician who left the room before you entered.
So I'll need to recover any data he might have uploaded to their servers.
Exactly.
Lockpicking works the same, which is good because it's a fun lockpicking system.
From the looks of it, these guerrillas have a pretty temporary setup. Seems unlikely they have any kind of alarm system on location.
Good.
We got one guy in front of us. He's gonna circulate. We had another one in this tent.
Man, it's really raining.
See. Well, you best get going then.
What? It's your turn to patrol.
Turn has nothing to do with it. It's about seniority.
Seniority? What? What is this? A union or something?
Not yet. But once we topple the government, we'll form a union. So you best be on my good side now, huh?
Fine.
Union.
Okay, that's always the way. Fight for what you believe in, and all you do is replace one oppressor for another.
This is really cool. We can come to this tent and cut it open. Grab this guy. Pull him out. Alright, that guy over there is none the wiser.
Hi there. You look important.
I am loyal. You will get no information from me.
Really? It looks like you forgot to shave this morning. Let me help you out a bit.
Huh? You can't! Hey, what are you doing? Okay. What do you want to know?
I'm looking for Lacerda. He's been behaving very badly lately.
Well, you're wasting your time, American. He left on a boat an hour ago. He could be anywhere by now.
I guess I'll just have to follow him then. Don't worry. He won't slip away.
I think that confirms it, Fisher.
Yeah, seems like Lacerda's long gone.
We'll see if we can track him through Echelon. Don't worry about him for now. We'll keep you posted.
Crate in here. See what this guy does now. And believe it or not, I'm in the dark. Hello, don't worry about it. Ah, big improvement is we can go forward with a guy. That's great. Okay. In the previous two games, we've only been able to go backwards, pull them back, which makes sense. But in this one, we can kind of force them to go forward. Here, I've got two options. I can just turn off the generator, or I can pierce it so that the gasoline runs out of it, thus turning it off, and they can't turn it back on.
Next.
Okay, is that 3 crates that we've scanned, I think? So we are looking for 2 more within this mission as our secondary objective. I don't remember my quick save button right now, so I'm doing a manual save. Sure. Ah, we can get up here. But I'm not sure where we'll end up, so I'm gonna go this way. Why they noticed me, but they did. The camera angle is kind of something to get used to.
No signs of anything here.
Oh, I may have made a mistake. Well, he's facing away from me. Wonder if I can turn this thing off.
Who killed these lights?
That didn't do much for me, but it's interesting. Oh, where'd this guy go? He went way over here. Kind of taking a wide path.
I don't know what you are doing, but you better come out of there.
Got him good. Just get him out of the doorway. Move this guy. Our animations are just so much more fluid. This is just a huge upgrade.
That's 4 of the 5 crates, Sam. Keep your eyes peeled for the last one.
Much bigger upgrade, you know, than in the previous game. Yeah, no big deal. There we go.
That server is the one that the tech transferred the interrogation record to. You'll need to access it. Good work, Sam. That wiped whatever information Morgenhold might have given them.
Won't they wonder what happened to it?
It was easy enough to make your little intrusion look like a memory allocation error. Don't worry, we give you the best tools.
Got a few emails here. Contact with ISS lost. June 23rd, 07. Oh, this is a news story to a subscriber. Contact with the International Space Station has been lost. Technicians fear the station may have been struck by a micrometeor. News again. People's Voice suspected in Morgenhold kidnapping. The Peruvian government has communicated their suspicions that American Bruce Morgenhold was kidnapped by an organization known as the People's Voice. The group itself has not released any public statements. PP. From Alphonse to Jim. Hey Jimbo. So I took Pietro up on his offer and came camping with his buddies. Turns out they're a bunch of half-organized revolutionaries. Kinda harmless though. Anyway, I was looking around in some caves here and spotted some bioluminescent fungus. I think we've seen that. Or maybe it was fungus that was host to photobacterium. Phosphorium. Not sure. I'll try and get you a sample. Alright. Pretty good so far. Yeah. We'll save again.
You look troubled.
Thunderstorms make me nervous.
Why?
I was a boy in Granada when the Americans invaded in '83. My father was in the army. When he realized we could not win, he led us into the mountains with some of his men and all of our families.
And?
The Americans caught up with us one night in the middle of a thunderstorm. A thunderstorm like this one.
What happened?
They struck in the dark. We never heard them, never saw them. They timed their fire with the thunder. The bodies dropped in the darkness. With each flash of lightning, there would be more corpses.
Your family survived?
They left the women and children. No, the Americans are not butchers. But since that night, I've always been afraid of the thunder.
Well, you're scaring me too.
I know. As I said, they are not butchers. Their weapon is fear, and fear does not spread among the dead.
Alright, we got him. There he goes, boys.
Hey! Gate! Open the gate. Well, now the gate is broken.
Good work, Fisher. We can analyze the intelligence you gathered from those crates. Make a lot of people's jobs a whole lot safer.
How come no one ever does things to make my job safer?
If you want me to hire some more analysts to interpret information for you, I can do that.
On second thought, the danger's not so bad.
Lighthouse. Oh, we got a guy. Got a guy circling the lighthouse. Coming this way, so hope. Hope he'll stop. Okay, no big deal. No problem.
Evening Star to Maria Narcisa. Come in. 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 Cargo received, Maria Narcisa. It all checks out.
Roger that. Our crew's aboard, and we have clear torpedoes.
Affirmative, Maria.
Roger that. Maria Narcisa out.
Maria Narcissa.
You're not trying to set me up on another blind date, I hope.
The Maria Narcissa is a boat.
So was the last girl you set me up with.
Fisher.
Sorry.
The Maria Narcissa is a cargo ship owned and operated by Celestina Inc., Portuguese shipping company, registered in the Philippines, cross-Pacific freight contracts. Lots of details missing.
Sounds suspicious.
Sounds like I'm setting you up for another date after all.
Can't wait to meet her.
Fisher, your primary objectives are complete. We can extract you whenever you're ready. You'll need to signal for a helicopter pickup from the top of the lighthouse, but make sure the light is out first.
Will do.
Alright, now this part gave me some trouble when I was trying this out for fun a while ago. So we'll see what happens here. But also the pistol has this thing. It has an alt fire, and you see that red light. And now you see it recharging at the bottom right. And I think that is supposed to be sort of an EMP disruption. I'm interested to try that out. And it might make this part a little bit easier.
There was something there just a moment ago.
Did not work. We're gonna try that again. I think maybe it was trying to work, but maybe it just doesn't work on this lighthouse beacon. I don't know. There's one lone guy up here. It can be kind of difficult to deal with. Yeah. Like the ladder spits you out, of course, kind of where it's hard to do anything about him. Oh no, he's even moving the opposite way. See a cool animation if we can get this to work.
I want to go home.
We're not going to pull him over. That would be too easy. Alright, no big deal. And here we go. Not bad. Not a bad first run. It's been a couple months since I tried this level, so I think it was pretty alright. Rescue Morganholt. That was canceled. Recover or destroy information about the Philip Mass kernels. Did that. Discover where the guerrillas got their arms and equipment. Yep. Exfiltrate to the primary extraction point. Did that. Eliminate Lacerda. Nope. Nowhere to be found. And our opportunity or optional objectives. Scan the barcodes. We did that. Now we see some statistics. Pretty good. Success rating 98%. We did kill one guy. But what's the point of being a Splinter Cell if you can't kill one guy, right? There is none. All right, now I really don't know exactly what's next. Pacific Ocean, 90 kilometers southwest of Panama Canal. Hugo Lacerda managed to get away from the lighthouse aboard the Maria Narcissa before you could get to him. Yep. Board the ship. Ooh, we're going to get on the Maria Narcissa. Locate him and make sure that he is never able to communicate what he may have learned from Morganholt. The EEV scans objects and informs you of their properties. Okay. I think the EEV is our night vision goggles, maybe. Oh, we get to watch the news. That's good.
The body of kidnapped American computer engineer Bruce Morganholt was discovered in a village in Peru this morning. Implicated in the kidnapping and failed ransom attempt is Hugo Lacerda, alleged leader of the People's Voice, a newly formed guerrilla organization. Here we see the USS Clarence E. Walsh en route to the Yellow Sea for her first assignment amid rising tensions in the region. Dubbed the flagship of a 21st century fleet by Defense Secretary Mason, who reaffirmed America's commitment to our Japanese allies.
It is our hope that the presence of the Walsh, now the world's premier electronic and information warfare platform, will help diffuse the tensions in the region.
Information you recovered in Peru makes it look like Hugo Lacerda was contracted by a third party to kidnap and interrogate Morganholt. His payment was in weapons. He appears to be using those arms to equip his own men and pay off debts to other guerrilla groups. Maybe Lacerda is a nickel anti-loser, but maybe he's learned some things from Morganholt that we don't want anyone to know. Maria Narcissa is out to sea, so there's no escape. Board her, search her, find out who Lacerda's been dealing with, and then make sure he doesn't have an opportunity to spread what he knows. Fifth freedom.
What Morganholt knew about the mass kernels, recursive computation, and weaponized algorithms is akin to what Oppenheimer knew about atoms or what Turing knew about digital computers. Project Watson, the United Nations investigation into the mass kernels, will be remembered for centuries alongside the Manhattan Project as fundamental research that changed the nature of warfare forever. Imagine if Che Guevara had kidnapped and interrogated Oppenheimer in 1959, and you have a pretty accurate parallel of the situation we're in right now.
We're going to send the helicopter out about 40 clicks ahead of the Maria Narcissa and leave you in the water on her course. You'll board covertly onto the bow. Search the ship and the holds. Find out what you can about the arms shipments and who Lacerda is dealing with. Satellite imaging shows the Maria Narcissa racks a small launch on the stern. That will be your primary extraction. If things go badly, we might be able to arrange to pluck you out of the sea.
We'll keep the Walsh inside a helicopter range of the target vessel at all times. If something goes wrong, we should be able to assist in extraction. If you play it safe, we'll recover you when the ship's launched from open water once you're out of visual range of the ship.
And that's where we'll leave it for this episode. I thought I was going to go on, this is me from the future, but ran into some more technical difficulties here and started the next mission over. So, yeah. So we'll try the ship mission next time, and things did end up working much better. So I'm excited for you to see that. I had a great time playing it. Yeah, it was going to be one big video, but now it's two separate ones. And then it'll keep being, I think, one episode for one mission, which works out really nicely. So hope I'll see you then. Hope you enjoyed this one. Bye.